Hello everyone, and welcome to race number 12 here of our 200 subscriber special off-season season, and it's here at Worldwide Technology Raceway in Gateway. Your front row will be Ross Chastain and Austin Dillon, followed by Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano and Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Eric Almirola, Alex Bowman, and Kevin Harvick, your top 10, as we are green from Gateway, and it is going to be Ross Chastain on the bottom, trying to take the lead from Austin Dillon on top. Chase Elliott trying to make it 3 wide for the lead into turn 1. There they go, 3 wide for the lead. Elliott checks up, makes contact with Logano a little bit right there, and that gets Ross Chastain to move Austin Dillon up the racetrack, and Ross Chastain clear for the lead here at Gateway down the back straightaway. Ross Chastain, of course, looking for that first win of the season to get Trackhouse Racing into the playoffs, but nothing yet, even though he's been running so strong and consistent this season. As he's ahead of Dillon. There's Elliott in third. Chase Elliott, of course, multi-time winner already, 2 victories on the year. Austin Dillon right there with 2 wins as well. As now we transfer on to lap 18 after Chastain the opening lap. There's a caution. I couldn't find why, but I think it may have involved Parker Kligerman. So we're back on lap 19 with Chastain in the lead and lap car Kligerman there on the bottom. So it's Chastain, Dillon, Bowman, Blaney, Larson in the top 5. As Ross Chastain goes off into turn 1 and 2. Of course, they're going to hold the lead and try to bring home the stage win. For the stages are 60, 60, and 80 for tonight's race. So Chastain lead at the moment, but we focus on the lap car, the 15 of Parker Kligerman, as of course with him going slow, being a lap car that causes some chaos throughout the field, as we've seen throughout this season and our just simulated season to match the real life season. Of course, lap cars were just caused really all the pileups. Here's out of turn 4 right there. Christopher Bell's going to get to Kligerman. There they go. Speaking of, Bell goes around Almirola in the wall. Logano hard hit into Brad Keselowski. Big hit Harvick, Custer, Almirola, Zane Smith, Harrison Burley. Huge hits LaJoy, Reddick up in the air. The big one strikes at Gateway. Off of basically Kligerman gets sent off of Bell's bumper. Kligerman saves it, and Bell gets hooked by Almirola, and Joey Logano gets absolutely drilled by former teammate Brad Keselowski. Airborne, lands back on the ground, absolutely demolished. William Byron, I think we're going to see the Daniel Suarez. Look at him barely making it. Then Harvick gets slammed on the bottom. Zane Smith slams the 10. Ty Dillon drills Logano. Reddick gets destroyed by LaJoy, Warren, Balicki. McLeod gets damaged. Harrison Burton damaged. Ty Gibbs is damaged as well back there. Michael McDowell, all these guys back here getting into the wall, trying to avoid all with damage. The huge one here. Logano went airborne. Ty the Reddick right there. You see him airborne, almost upside down. I mean, what in the world just happens? You see here from Joey Logano's view next to the corner. It's all happened right in front of him. The 20 off the 15, down the 10. Big hit for the 20 and just launching the 10 up the racetrack. That's really what destroyed him. Logano, Keselowski, the big hit stacked everyone up. And here comes everyone else just not lifting. Arca breaking in for the Spire cars, destroying Tyler Reddick. The back bumper completely up in the air. And it's probably easier to list the cars who weren't involved in this. You see the 11 of Denny Hamlin, 14 of Chase Briscoe, very lucky, as well as the 2 of Cindric and the 19 of Truex to escape this wreck unscathed here, as Brad Keselowski just got cleaned right there. Logano right into his path, and Brad destroyed him. And back here, they're just reacting to the wreck and just piling into each other, cars on top of cars, all kinds of chaos. So the big one strikes here in Gateway to continue the streak this season. As multiple cars get drilled, now we're going to get full speed view from Joey Logano right here. As you can see, all the back markers just did not use the brakes, and Logano got put on his side by Tyler Reddick. As you can tell, multiple cars are going to be completely knocked out of the race from this huge crash. Joey Logano among them, of course, after all his hits. Probably Tyler Reddick as well. Brad Keselowski definitely out as well. A lot of contenders who were running midfield towards the back of the pack completely destroyed because they had nowhere to go and just piled right on into this. I mean, this wreck pretty much triggered from around the top 10, right around 6th place is how this wreck triggered. See Justin Haley full throttling it through the grass back there. And so, with the part of the field that survived, didn't get wrecked, it's going to be Austin Dillon right on the bumper of Ross Chastain, but not going to make anything happen as Ross Chastain leads back to the caution flag. And now we're going to move on to lap 25 here on the restart. After that huge pileup, it's going to be Bubba Wallace in the 45 leading the field back to green. Denny Hamlin in 2nd. Chase Briscoe 3rd. Alex Bowman 4th. And Ryan Blaney is 5th after all this strategy being played. Puts Ross Chastain outside the top 10 right now. as we focus around the slower lap cars of BJ McLeod and Ty Dillon. You always gotta be on the lookout for these lappers, as we saw, what they can cause with just our the big one that just happened there and took out pretty much half the field. But most of the cars that are involved in it are still out there, just damaged and a lot slower than they were before. As you see here, the whole inside lane really stacking up because of the 78. There's Truex and Allmendinger to check up big time, trying not to spin themselves off of the apron, and now everyone's just trying to go on their own here. But Bubba Wallace in the 45 leading this race here at Gateway, trying to get that first win of the year for himself and 2311 Racing. His co-owner Denny Hamlin right there behind him for seconds. We focus back on the 78 of BJ McLeod right now. So there goes Martin Truex Jr. powering by down the back straightaway. Michael McDowell is going to make his way by into the corner as he's still holding up Ricky Stenhouse, Ty Dillon, Daniel Suarez. Almost contact right there with the 47. There's going to be contact, and there goes McLeod and Allmendinger. He's spinning and Stenhouse in the wall, and McLeod spins by himself, and the caution is out here in Gateway. Somehow there was only a single car spin with a little bit of damage to the 47 and the 42 right there. That could have been much worse than what it ended up being. 78 spun right there off the 47, but everyone manages to go their separate ways on the inside and the outside lane to avoid clobbering the 78, and so we get the caution and we avoid a big pileup this time. So props to the guys at the back for avoiding that, and it is Bubba Wallace still leading the field. Now we're going to transfer on to lap 32 here on the restart. It's going to be Levin and Denny Hamlin now in the lead. Blaney second, Bubba Wallace third. You're going to find Chase Briscoe fourth and Ross Chastain now in fifth. So Denny Hamlin now in the lead. He got by his employee there, Bubba Wallace. As now we focus once again back on the 78 Machine of McLeod back here. Him and Ty Dillon causing some chaos. Your lead lap cars, contenders trying to get by. Looks like the top 10 will get by safely, except the 24 William Byron going to get held up a little bit right there. He's going to be held up tremendously by BJ McLeod right there. But now he's going to use power by in the outside lane. Then watch out the 78. He's got that 23 of Ty Gibbs behind him coming out of turn 4 here. They're going to go high. And McLeod's going to get tapped by Ty Gibbs. There they go. Allmendinger the wall. Chase Elliott and Ty Gibbs. Kyle Busch into the wall. McDowell. Custer. Multiple cars involved. And the caution is out once again here in Gateway after a crash has stopped the race here with the 78 of BJ McLeod being hooked by Ty Gibbs. And so you see right there, Ty Gibbs got some air time after that contact with the 18 of Kyle Busch. So once again, we see Ty Gibbs wrecking someone out the first time he's done that in his career. As he clips BJ McLeod, collects AJ Allmendinger, sends Cole Custer up into Michael McDowell, and of course innocent Chase Elliott, who was having had to try to make his way up from the back after some bad strategy, gets collected. Nowhere for any of these guys back here to go. It's just Ty Gibbs just hooks BJ McLeod. Really no sense of what he's doing here, and just takes him out and causes a massive pileup here in Gateway. So our second big one of the night here in Gateway. This one caused by Ty Gibbs, where the first one was really caused by Christopher Bell. So two Toyotas caused some incidents tonight. As see right there, the big hit for the 9 and the 18 damaged this AJ Allmendinger in the 16 as well. So there we go. Under caution for another big pileup tonight here at Gateway, where meanwhile your race leader is still going to be Denny Hamlin up there in the number 11 machine as he drives his way through 3 and 4. Looks like he'll be able to hold off Ryan Blaney coming to the line to maintain the lead for the next restart. Indeed he will. Denny Hamlin, your leader at Gateway. So we move on to the last lap of stage 1 here on lap 80. Denny Hamlin continues to lead, followed by Blaney and Bubba Wallace. Seems to be the top 3. And Cindric is 4th, Byron 5th, Larson, Chastain, Truex, Suarez, Briscoe the top 10. So see here with Denny Hamlin, he's going to make his way through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1, about to earn a stage win. As Denny makes his way through the Quincy Park Cleveland cross line, we toss the yellow command, and Denny Hamlin will win stage 1 at Gateway. Blaney 2nd, Bubba 3rd, Cindric 4th. You're going to have Ross Chastain 5th. Then you're going to have Larson, Suarez, Truex, Byron, Briscoe the top 10. Here, Gabe, we're just going to take a peek at William Byron. He lost a lot of spots there near the end of the stage, but it seems he just got passed by those guys. So Denny Hamlin wins stage 1 here at Gateways. Now we want the restart here on lap 75 after the 60 lap opening stage. It is Denny Hamlin in the lead. Austin Cindric, Blaney, Byron, Bubba the top 5. As we look at the lap car, BJ McLeod, see if we're going to have another incident caused by lap cars tonight, which there already have been a significant amount of. I see everyone being stacked up, trying to make a move back there. See Tyler Reddick being held up, Kyle Busch, Harrison Burton. Really the back end of the top 10 here. You see Justin Haley going to go by running in 9th place. And the Reddick takes Kligerman and Ty Dillon 3 wide back there, nearly wrecking again. But Tyler Reddick makes his way by. Austin Dillon going to go by. Here comes Ricky Stenhouse. Now Kyle Busch makes his way. They're going to go 3 wide here into turn 1 and 2, trying to negotiate the lap car of BJ McLeod. And oh, Kligerman back there almost got wrecked by Ty Dillon, but he kept it together and kept it from wrecking. Looks like everyone will be able to probably negotiate the 78 and the 15 pretty safely here, as everyone has their own way right there. As Chastain and Bowman fight intensely for position near the back of the field. Not where you would expect them to be running. As everyone makes their way by on the inside lane and the middle lane as well. Everyone will successfully negotiate BJ McLeod and Parker Kligerman without crashing. So back to your race leader, Denny Hamlin, who's really dominated this race so far. Ever since he took over the lead from his teammate, Alliance teammate, Bubba Wallace. And so Denny Hamlin through 3 and 4 will be your leader here at Gateway, followed by Austin Cindric in 2nd place and William Byron 3rd. Now we move on to a restart, it looks like, here on lap... Never mind. We are on the last lap of stage 2 here on lap 120. Denny Hamlin has not relinquished that lead and continues to dominate this race here, looking to sweep the stages now with a comfortable 3-second lead over Austin Cindric to cruise to his 2nd stage win today in a stage sweep. So we wait for everyone to come and cross through the line. It is going to be Denny Hamlin making his way through turn 4, the final time of the stage, and down the straightaway through the yellow. And Denny Hamlin will win stage 2 and sweep the stages at Gateway. Cindric is 2nd, Bubba Wallace 3rd, Blaney 4th, Suarez 5th, and Chastain, Byron, Allmendinger, and Kyle Busch will be 9th. And the last spot in the top 10 will go to Ricky Stenhouse Jr., just edging out Martin Truex in a photo finish for the last stage point here in stage 2. So Denny Hamlin sweeps the stages. As I begin the final stage, the 45 Bubba Wallace is your leader, but he's got a couple of lap cars in front of him here of Cole Custer and Ross Chastain. This is with 50 laps to go. This is already after we've had a couple of restarts here and there, but we've had some drivers get knocked out of the race, such as Ryan Blaney among them. Chase Briscoe also out. Some incidents I wasn't able to catch on camera, unfortunately. You know, kind of like Fox Sports cameras during the regular season here, but you know, I missed those incidents. But right now we're focusing on the race leader, Bubba Wallace, looking for his 1st win this season and his 3rd career win. Can he do it right there? As you see, Cindric right there. But how about AJ Allmendinger? The comeback from nearly wreck is all BJ McLeod and Cody Ware nearly get together back there and crash. That was close. See if the 24 William Byron's going to go 3 wide on the apron. That's going to be interesting. As he's going to go away on the apron, Byron's going to dive down there. He's going to come back up the track and hit Denny Hamlin. Austin Dillon, there they go. Into the wall. Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, and William Byron. The caution is out here in Gateway. The dominant car of the night, Denny Hamlin, after being shuffled to the back of the field for... I have no idea why. Just got taken out by William Byron, who went way on the apron and just didn't know when he's supposed to merge on the racetrack and just clean out the 11, and nowhere for Austin Dillon to go either. He was having a pretty solid run all night after qualifying on the front row. See, William Byron just goes up the racetrack and just hits Denny, and nowhere for Denny to go, but right up into Austin Dillon, and all. So the 11 and 3 hit the wall hard, but William Byron only gets minor damage into the side of the 11. So William Byron actually kind of gets away lucky from being the whole main cause of this. He was trying to get by the lap cars and just destroys Denny Hamlin and Austin Dillon, bringing out the caution on lap 152 here in Gateway. And back at the front of the field is Bubba Wallace carrying the flag for Toyota and 2311 Racing, who will be leading back to the caution flag. As Cindric looks like he'll hold off Allmendinger for 2nd. Bubba Wallace leads at Gateway. And now we move on to the restart here with 44 laps to go in Gateways. Bubba Wallace leading Cindric, Allmendinger, Truex, and Justin Haley, the top 5. 2 calling cars running the top 5, having a very solid night here at Gateway. As Bubba Wallace looks to get his 1st win this season, punch himself into the playoffs, as he has been high up in the points all year, very consistent. But the question is, can he break through and get that win? As we look at the lap cars back here, of course, McLeod, Kligerman, the usual suspects. See the 24, 11, and 3 still at the back there after their most recent incident. And Tyler Reddick, they're going to go by Ty Gibbs for 11th. Looks like everyone's going to keep it civilized and keep it together back here without crashing. Oh, wait, never mind. The 78 back there. I think the 78 may have had contact with William Byron. Yep, there's a caution, and I believe that was for BJ McLeod and William Byron. And indeed, it was. So once again, 78 gets hooked right here. William Byron hooks BJ McLeod into the inside wall. Pretty significant hit, and sends a 24 spinning himself as well. So 2-car crash brings out the caution once again tonight here in Gateway. Back at the front is still going to be a comfortable lead for Bubba Wallace. Seems to be the fastest car by far compared to the damaged Cindric and Allmendinger. Jeez, Chastain holding up cars, Cody Ware holding up cars. We're just waiting out to see if there will be any incident back here. It looks like everyone's going to keep it together and not wadded up in a big wreck. So Bubba Wallace leads at Gateway, and now we're going to move right on to 2 to go here at Gateway. Bubba Wallace has pulled away to a large 6.2 second lead over Martin Truex Jr. And then Ricky Stenhouse is 3rd, Allmendinger 4th, Bowman 5th, then Ty Gibbs, Justin Haley, Todd Gilliland, Cindric, and Larson rounding your top 10. So after pit stops and just a dominant final stage from Bubba Wallace, he's coming to take the white flag here at Gateway to get his first win of the season. So Bubba Wallace takes the white flag, final lap presented by Credit One Bank here in Gateway. He has dominated the final stage after his co-owner Denny Hamlin dominated the first 2 stages of this race, but got caught up in maybe an incident or had some bad strategy late in the race and is now a lap down the back of the field. And it's going to be a comfortable cruise to victory lane here for Bubba Wallace and 2311 Racing, as Bubba Wallace is going to put them back in victory lane here at Gateway. As through the final corner, Bubba Wallace will win at Gateway. His second place is going to be the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. coming home 6.3 seconds back. Third will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Fourth will be AJ Allmendinger with a nice top 5. Bowman will round out your top 5 and 5th. 6th place will go to Ty Gibbs, Justin Haley 7th, Todd Gilliland, Cindric, and then Kyle Larson as your top 10. As Bubba Wallace, your winner tonight in Gateway in dominant fashion. Where Toyota dominated all night long, Bubba Wallace capitalizes on it and is now into the playoffs with his first win of the season, which matches up with his very consistent runs so far, with 21 cars finishing the race. Bubba Wallace, your winner. And now we view the playoff standings. Of course, after this race, Bubba Wallace slots into 6th on the playoff grid with his first win of the year, which means your current drivers in on points are Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, and Martin Truex Jr., who is just 5 points above Eric Almirola at the playoff cut line. Then Cole Custer, Eric Jones, and Tyler Reddick are all within 15 points right now of the cut. So until the next episode, where we will have racing from the Darlington Raceway, I hope you all have a good one.